Welcome back. And wrapping up the show is Crystal Spicer from Stratford Summer Music. Crystal, thanks very much for joining me.
Great. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Well, you're not new to Stratford Summer Music. Tell us what you did before, and then you went out west. Tell us what you did there and coming back. I would say you're coming back home.
It does feel a little bit like coming back home. So I was with Stratford Summer Music about 10 years ago as the production manager for 3 seasons. Which was not my first time in Stratford. I'd been here with the Stratford Festival as well. So I'm fairly familiar with Stratford and the community. And my wife grew up here, so she's very familiar. Our in-laws are here, our family is here. So it does feel like coming home. Most recently, before coming back, I had actually just moved my family across the country from Ottawa to Calgary last December. So it was another quick turnaround to come home once this opportunity came available.
What's the difference between your role as executive director versus Mark's role as artistic director?
So the two roles really work hand in hand. Mark takes care of the artistic programming and making those artistic decisions. I take care of the business side of the house and making those decisions. So the two of us are in communication almost every single day to make sure that we're supporting each other through the two different sides of the house that we're essentially managing.
And right now, what would be some of the things you're working on? Grants? What type of things on the business side would you be working on?
It is grant season, so we are just about wrapping up the grant writing for the 2024 season and waiting for some results to come in. We're also reaching out to sponsors and donors right now to ensure that we can make our goal for our revenue budget. We have tickets on sale. We are getting all of our marketing ready. All of those types of things is really what is happening right now, including contracting artists to come and join us this summer.
So now your opening is coming up when and what can we expect to see this summer?
So our opening is actually July 18th, and that's going to take place over at the Avondale. Mark Fuhrer and some of his friends are going to be performing that night, so that'll be a very exciting, fun-filled musical evening. Some other highlights we have this summer: Angela Hewitt is returning to Stratford Summer Music for the first time. I think it's 9 years, so she's returning with us. We are also presenting. Afra Harnoy and Mike Harriet, they're going to join us later on in the summer. And then we have some really exciting, other events that are happening. I'm looking really forward to World Transformed by the Echo Chamber Ensemble. And this is music and dance combined to give us a program around the Matthew Shepard case that took place down in the US that led to Barack Obama's hate legislation. So that's a really exciting piece to program and to showcase here.
Well, it seems like you have lots of things on the go, lots of artists. So on the business side of things, how can the community rally around Stratford Summer Music and help them either in volunteerism or donation?
I think like all arts organizations right now, as we're seeing across the country, we're seeing different festivals close down because they just can't generate the revenue required to keep the festival going. And this is, coming out of the pandemic, there's instability. The government granting is a little bit different. So this is what's happening. So really the support that Stratford Summer Music needs from the community is really your financial help to ensure that we can keep going as a community festival. And we're always very happy to have volunteers and happy to have people come out and see our programming. So buy those tickets, support Stratford Summer Music. We want to see you out there. And we also want to be more in your community. So you're going to see us popping up in different locations and different venues and doing different type of programming and activities to appeal to the community around us.
Now, I know this is 10 years after, but how do you think the festival has grown since you were previously with the festival?
I don't know if it's necessarily grown per se as much as it's changed and it's shifted. And it's a really hard thing to sit down and go, well, how has the festival grown when we're just coming out of the pandemic? Realistically, we haven't been growing for the last 3 years. We've kind of been, and as most arts organizations are, we've just been kind of trying to hold steady and keep going. But I think what you're about to see in the next few years is this real rejuvenation of the festival and this new connection with the, not new, but a newly formed connection with the community in terms of where we're programming, what we're programming, who we're doing partnerships with. And that's all going to be coming out in the next few weeks and will continue to grow throughout the next couple of years.
Crystal, thank you very much for leading the business side of the festival to make it successful, and best wishes this summer for an amazing program. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It was lovely to meet you both. Thank you.
I'm Peter Maraja, your host of What's Up Stratford. Thanks for joining and make it a great day.